Joe Bustillos here for tonight's final thought. In the course of doing a little bit of spring cleaning and getting my taxes organized, I found myself going through boxes and boxes of papers. I needed to move some filing cabinets from upstairs bedroom to the garage, and uncovered a whole bunch of correspondence that I hadn't even seen in a long time. One of the letters that I found had been written to me. Let's see if you can see that. I can't see that in the light. One of the letters that I'd found was from one of the professors that I had when I was doing my teacher training. It was a language arts course, and part of the process of the course is we did work and usually reported back using journaling, which I absolutely loved. Having had some previous experience with that. And then I guess sometime after the course, when the course was done, I gave her a copy of the book that I had been working on, Briff's Gift. Totally forgot about all of this. It is a book I've been working on for quite a long time, actually. And so when I uncovered this letter, at first I didn't even recognize the professor's name. It was Connie Ryan, and as I was reading this letter, it just kind of amazed me, this piece of the past that I had totally forgotten about. She says some really nice things about the book and some things, little observations as far as here was a book that was really meant for a young audience, because the main character is 10 years old. And then I throw some fantasy sci-fi kind of stuff in there, and she doesn't know how that would quite work out. But the thing that actually really got me is at the very end of the letter, she gives me the references to two New York agencies that I could have sent my book to, or my manuscript to see whether or not there was a possibility there. And as I read this, I was dumbstruck as to what was it that I was thinking that I probably didn't even think twice about sharing my manuscript with these two agencies. And the only thing I guess I could think of is, at the time I had probably just completed my teacher training, so I was up to my eyeballs in becoming an elementary school teacher, completely dedicated to that mission. And it never dawned on me that I could also, at the same time, be pursuing a career as a writer, which is something I've loved and done, my whole adult life, especially. And it's just like, so here I am all these years later, quite a few, 3 decades later, 2 decades later. Anyway, don't want to do the numbers. Kind of just wondering how it was that I didn't even budge in that direction when this person that I respected, gave me some references and gave me kind of, some helpful advice. And I guess the only thing that I can actually think of is that I never really felt like the book was done. And so until I felt like I finished the book, then I certainly wasn't going to send it away to have a professional evaluation. But here I am, all these years later, reconsidering what I want to do and where I want to put my energy in. So it's just an interesting thing as I'm kind of ramping up, revisiting some writing projects, that I would run into this letter from probably the mid-90s, where here was this very interesting possibility that apparently I don't remember, that I didn't do anything about. And so there you go. Life is funny that way. And it's happened to me before. I've written about this before, the dangers of having done so much journaling and blogging and that sort of thing. So, I'll quite frequently, well, on a regular basis, let's say, pull down something that I've written, in the mid-90s or something, even earlier than that, and it's like, oh my God, I'm still doing the same things. So hopefully I can learn and get on some of these projects and do something with it. So I mean, it's something like 30 years in the making. So here we go. So that's my final thought for tonight, is just wondering at the course my life has taken insofar as not doing the writing on a professional level, and maybe it's time. So here we go. Anyway, that's my final thought for tonight, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.